everyone, this is Sanchi, currently pursuing MBBS in a government medical college in Maharashtra. Today I'm going to talk about the only topics that you need to study from your general anat to be able to score out of marks from this portion. It is included in anatomy paper 2, whereas genetics is included in paper 1. So we will be discussing genetics in a separate video. For now, let's get started. This is the only book that you need to read for your general anatomy. This is the handbook by B.D. Chaurasia that I did show you guys in the previous video as well. There are multiple chapters given in this book, but you do not need to read all of them at all. I am going to tell you selected chapters and selected points from those chapters that you need to do, and you will be done and dusted with your general anatomy. So starting with the first chapter, that is introduction. I hope you guys have your handbook right in front of you. If not, you can open the link given in the description below. First chapter given here is introduction. They will teach you the basics of anatomy in the first lecture, but if still not understood, then you can read it from here. Two very important things that you're supposed to read from the first chapter are anatomical terminologies. That includes anatomical position, supine position, prone position, lithotomy position. They might ask you to demonstrate the position in your vivas and practicals, and if not, those are the basics of anatomy that you need throughout your year. Next is terms related to body movements. You need to know different movements of the body, like what's flexion, extension, lateral rotation, medial rotation, dorsiflexion, plantar flexion, even eversion and inversion. They will ask you to perform these in your vivas and practicals, so you can read that from this first chapter. That's it for this chapter. Second chapter that's given here is skeleton. Trust me, it includes one of the most important topics taking into consideration your viva and practicals. Your examiner will ask you a lot of questions about the bones, the nutrient arteries, the nutrient foramen, etc. So once you read this, all your concepts will be clear and you can answer all those questions without any doubt. The second chapter that's given in here is skeleton. Trust me, it includes some of the most important topics taking into consideration your viva and practicals. Your examiner will ask you a lot of questions. All the answers are in this part. So let's dig in. You need to study the classification of bones. It is very easy. We've been studying it since we were in school days. They have just summarized everything here in the heading classification of bones, but a question might come, if not in your theory examinations, definitely in your practical examinations. So do read that. Next is parts of young growing bone. This is one of the most important questions the examiner will ask you in your vivas, not in your theory papers. You need to know what is epiphysis, diaphysis, metaphysis, metaphyseal plate. That is very important. You also need to learn the law of ossification. Only if you understand the parts of young bones and the law of ossification, you will be able to understand the ossification centers of different bones in our body when you will study osteology. If you don't understand that, you will just have to mug up all the centers, which is not a great idea. Next and the last topic that you need to read from the skeleton chapter is blood supply of young bones. You need to know where the nutrient artery is directed, because you might know the mnemonic, to the elbow I go and from the knee I flee. So it is described in great detail in this chapter. Next is joints. There will definitely be one question in your theory examinations from this topic. If not, they'll definitely ask you a lot of questions in your viva. So this is a must study topic for general anatomy. Classification of joints is the very favorite question of examiners that they give you in your theory examinations. You are just supposed to write the classification of joints in great detail and you will almost score out of marks for that question. So do study this. You need to know synovial joints in detail. Classification of synovial joints is another common question and a very favorite question of the examiners as well. You need to know the characteristics of synovial joints. They'll ask you in vivas. A lot of my friends were asked this question. It's just presence of fibrous capsule, presence of synovial membrane, presence of synovial cavity, filled with synovial fluid. You just need to know all this. That is given in great detail in here. So please do read that before your examinations. Another Another important question that they might ask you from this chapter is epiphysis and different types of epiphysis. Whenever you are given a bone in the vivas and practicals, they might ask you the type of epiphysis that is present in the joints. So there is aberrant epiphysis, atavastic epiphysis, traction epiphysis. It's given in very easy language here in this book. Do read it before your examinations. It is a must know point. Next topic that I would personally recommend you to read from General Anatomy Handbook is radiography and principles of radiography. A lot of people won't recommend you to read it from here. You might just refer some YouTube videos and stuff like that. But radiographical techniques, even the ultrasonography, MRI, your barium swallow, barium enema are very commonly asked questions in your vivas. You can read it from here in 5 minutes and all your viva marks will be covered. That's it for today's video. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.